in the Dairy Queen because they only serve white. So, me and my buddy, forgot the name. But anyway, so we got this job cleaning up the Dairy Queen. But we couldn't go inside and sit down and eat in Dairy Queen.
Right.
So one day, I told Marcus, thank you. Marcus, we're gonna sit down in this motherfucker today. I said, hey, can we clean up this motherfucker? We go in there and mop the goddamn floor. We sweep around the motherfucker, sweep the floor. I said, we gonna sit down and eat in this motherfucker today. I went there before work. I went and grabbed me a motherfucking chair, set my ass right there. Man, they tell me what you doing. So I want a cheeseburger. They said, something, you know we don't serve black. I say, I ain't saying nothing about you serving black. I want a cheeseburger, man. Yeah. I said, I'm not moving till I said I can come in and clean up this motherfucker. I can come in and mop this motherfucker, and I can't eat. I want me a motherfucking hamburger. And I got money to pay for what you paid. I sit there. Everybody looking at me like, white folks looking at me like, I said, man, I want a goddamn cheeseburger and some fries. And a vanilla shake. Bernie, that's what his name is. I said, Bernie, you want the same thing? I'm talking loud now.
Yeah.
I said, man, I can come here and clean this goddamn place up, and I can't sit down and eat. I said, hey, I want me a cheeseburger and all the fries. And you know what? Okay, so, I guess so. Looking around at the white folks looking around at me. They better stop eating. I said, I can stop eating and look around all I want to, but I want some cheeseburger and all the fries before I go to work to clean up this motherfucker. And that's just what the fuck I got. From then on, it's been integrated. And that's the honest truth, man. I was working in the motherfucker and can't sit down and eat. Goddamn, I'm serious. I did that. I said, man, I ain't worried about you serving blacks. I'm worried about me. I want a hamburger, cheeseburger, fries, and a vanilla shake.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sit right here and eat this motherfucker. And I sit
And you've been cleaning this motherfucker up.
Yeah. For 6 or 7 months, man. It's time for me to eat. It's time for me to eat.
Wow.
I did that. That was in my hometown of Palestine, Texas. And that's unlimited shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all not saying. We saw me, we don't serve. Like I said, man, I ain't worried about you serving no black, man. I want a hamburger, cheeseburger, all the fries, and a vanilla shake. Bernie wants the same fucking thing. We can clean this motherfucker up and we can't eat. No, I gotta have mine. Not now.
So you got so much education. It's a lot of education that you hold on to as the eras change. But there are also eras that some people like. You got the P-Diddy, right? P-Diddy, they facing charges, and they don't really know, like some people know, like, because
he's lucky though, man.
He don't really know. He got the money, and you kind of think that you can do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, they still say you was a nigga.
At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck.
At the end of the day, in the 33rd, you still a nigga, and we'll break all laws just to lock you up.
They will.
You know, because the law says you're innocent to proven guilty.
Yeah.
And if that's true, why did they lock us up before they prove we were guilty or innocent?
They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. See, they do that with other people.
Yeah.
Now, Donald Trump they put charges on him and found him guilty. Never served 1 day in jail.
34 felonies.
34 felonies.
34 motherfuckers.
Did some crooked shit with the voting. Did all kind of shit. Called people, say you changed them votes.
Yeah.
So I can be president.
Yeah. He did that. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, so all kind of stuff, man. Real legal moves. But they ain't bothered. When them people came to the White House, people died that day. They came up there, tore shit up.
Yeah. They ain't did shit to him.
They ain't did nothing to him.
And he the one started the riot.
He started. He told him to come on.
Yeah, told him to come on.
Get this motherfucker up.
Yeah, and they was doing it.
And I was like, so when he said he was running for president again, I told some people, I said, he's going to win.
Yeah.
They said, oh, no, he ain't, because he got this felony. I said, they don't care. They made them felonies for black folks.
Yeah.
Right back from slavery days. After slavery was over, they said, we'll create something called a felony. And we'll say they was out past a certain time of night.
Yeah.
We'll say they looked at this white woman. We'll say she walked past.
This white woman.
Yeah, he looked at her booty, right? All kind of shit. And they'll send our ass to Angola in one of those prisons.
Yeah.
And you'll still be in slavery. They'll put you to work.
Yeah.
Just like slavery's still going.
Yeah.
You're still in slavery. This is what the game was about, right? You know, they just you did something wrong, and it's still the same thing. But a lot of people with money, they'll let you sit up there for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
But they
They
sit
sit you sit for a while. Like, I don't believe the stuff they were saying about Michael Jackson, right? But he had money, and he had a lot of power. Yeah. And he owned some stuff. They say he was owning part of Sony, and he owned the Beatles catalog.
All that.
They said, we're gonna do something so we can take that.
Yeah.
We can take what you got, right? People have been singing music for years, and they should be getting lots of money. But they don't get no money because they got this person over here, Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
He had his own everything. He had his own production, his own everything. You know, the singer Sam Cooke, I was born by the river.
Yeah, all that.
Right? He was at a hotel. They say he was with some prostitute, whatever story they had. Well, he was killed in that room, that hotel room.
Yeah.
And then some kind of way, they got this white person, said that Sam signed all his rights over to him. Why would he do that? If he was going to do that, he would have never got no rights at all in the first place. He wanted to say, he was just like, man, I want to own my own shit.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
But this forgery stuff, because they don't want us owning nothing.
They don't want us owning nothing because
took your family's property, my great family's property, right? Ran us out of town.
Yeah.
We own that shit.
Yeah. We give you a couple of dollars to get gone by your business.
Yeah, and it's best for you just going about your business before we string you up.
That's it. That's it. That's great.
Oh, man, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, man,
It's all good, man.